everyone, I am so excited to bring you the end of my 13 by Halloween Nightmare Before Christmas edition Project Pan. So I started this Project Pan 4 months, so what would that be? That would be June 30th. And today is October 4th, I believe. Yeah, oh my, that's on backwards. October 4th, and I have officially finished all 13 items, or finished / hit goal. And this has been a rolling Project Pan, so if you want to see the 10 items I had already finished, you can go ahead and check out the description box or my previous updates. But now I had 3 more to go as of September 30th. I wanted to roll in some of my smaller items because I don't really like putting those in at the very beginning of Project Pans because they seem too easy. But then they never get used if they're not in a Project Pan. So I had the Versace Bright Crystal. This was for the clown with the tearaway face. This is all gone. Not great, but it's out of my collection. And I also used up the Philosophy Hope in a Jar Skin Tint in this shade 5.5 Beige. There's only 5 shades of this, and this is the second one, and I said this is going to be way too dark. But it really wasn't. If I was going to buy this, I'd probably buy the lighter shade, but this one was definitely passable. And I actually really loved it. It looked like skin on my face, but it still gave probably a medium coverage. Huge fan of this, and there's no telling when I would have tried it if it wasn't in this Project Pan. And the last one is really exciting. I hit pan on a shade in the Kat Von D Me Vida Loca Remix palette. I've done a full review of this. It's an amazing palette. It's one of everyone's favorites. And this is like one of those palettes that if you didn't buy, people still regret. And I wanted to hit pan in the shade Skulls, which is this white. This was for Jack Skellington, and okay, having a white shade is a pain. There you go. You see that pan? It's a little bit of pan, but it's still a pan. I use this as my inner corner every day, and then I started to use it as a cheek highlight just to make sure I was getting a lot of use out of it and really hitting that pan. It's a beautiful palette. I like to put it back where the star, so that's how it's supposed to be. That's just what I like to do. I don't think it actually matters. But I hit pan on this. That was, again, for Jack Skellington. So those were my 3 items. 2 gone. So these 2 can go ahead and get tossed in the empties bin. And 1 hit pan. So very exciting. So I'll really quickly go over the other 9 items that I did not finish. This one has been in there from the beginning, and it's the shade Calavera from this palette, which is the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. I have done a review of this as well as a Do You Really Need It? I love this palette. I know that it got a lot of flack, but I just love it. This yellow shade is absolutely gorgeous. That was a really terrible swatch. It's the shade Calavera, and as you can see, there's honestly not even a dip. And I used it so much, probably in the past little over 3 months, I've probably used it at least 30 times, at least 20, and you can't even tell. So, forewarning, these are really, really, really hard to pan. But that's not a bad thing. These are beautiful. There's 1.2 grams of product in each of these, and it's a beautiful palette. I love it. It's one of my favorites. Another one that's been in there since the beginning is in my Urban Decay Alice Through the Looking Glass palette. This was for Tim Burton, who was the director of this as well, and the producer of Nightmare Before Christmas. And it's the shade Hatter. And you can see there is some use. There's a dip. I wanted to hit pan on it. I was not able to do that. But there it is. It's a beautiful shade. I really like it under the lower lash line. I think it's great there. It's also great on the lid. It's just a beautiful shade. It does have some like micro shimmer in the pan. But honestly on the lid it looks pretty matte. Maybe slightly satiny, but you don't really get like a glittery effect. But it's a beautiful shade. And I'm super excited to have, at least gotten some use out of it. I've also done a product review of this palette. Still love it. A lot of these have actually been in there since the beginning, I'm noticing. This is the Laqa & Co. Cheeky Lip from Dr. Finklestein. And I thought that this was going to be no problem to use up. You see, I did get a lot of good use out of it. I just have that much left. I started there, and now I'm here. So I didn't... I guess I did get some good use, but this took a lot longer than I thought. I've used it on my cheeks and on my lips, but it just kept staying around, so there you go. I am quitting this project pan, obviously, like I said, but it's nice to know that, like, if this one I could probably finish within a couple of months to bring into my next project pan, you know? Part of it is trying to use up and make my goal, but one of the reasons why I end it as well is because then it gives me some items that I could move into my next project pan. And because I have a lot of projects going at one time, so hitting that 13 goal, finishing it, and then I can really rotate through my collection until I start my next one. This is the, what was this for? This was for Sally. This is the Tarte, the Sculptor, and Park Avenue Princess. It started right here, so I really have made some good progress on it. As you can see, I really did. It was more of a pencil at first, and now it's pretty flat. But I still have some ways to go. I was using this as a cream contour every single day. Again, I thought this one would go really quickly. I thought I would take like 2 months and it'd be gone, but no. Working on it for over 3 and it's still there. And I believe this is the last one that's been in there since the beginning. It's for the song. This is Halloween. It's my Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette. These are 1.7 grams a piece, so these are large shadows. And I had the shade Dagger, which is this pretty gray. And I really love this shade. It's so smooth. It's not the most blendable, if we're being honest, but it's so smooth. I've done a full review of this palette. But look, like you can't, similar to Calavera, you really can't even see a dip. So again, if you want to pan a palette, this one's probably going to take you at least 50 years, minimum. So just know that, but it's gorgeous. It's a really cool collection of shades. And I did get a lot of enjoyment out of it, which is the point of project panning, you know, really diving into an item, using it, seeing how you feel about it. Where you going, Heaps? Where you going, Heaps? You don't love me anymore? That's my sweet boy. Did you just, oh, I thought you just vomited on me. I was like, are you serious? But yeah, this is a beautiful shade, palette, so not a lot of use, but that's okay. And next, all of these have been rotated in, so these didn't all start in this project. For this song, Gambling Oogie Man, I pulled out this Tarte Rainforest After Dark palette, and I wanted to hit pan on the shade Park Avenue Princess, which is this bronzer, and I didn't do that, but you can actually see the lines in the pan now. And I did make a really large dip. This is a relatively old palette in my collection, so it's nice to know that I got some use out of it, at least part of it. You know, it's cool. I love panning because it's like, this item I haven't used in so long, so let me pull it out and, you know, at least play with it. So, didn't hit pan, but I did get a lot of use out of it. Next, we have the MAC Strobe Cream. This one, I don't know, it's probably got like that-ish much left. This was from Henry Selick, and I really liked this. I bought it, I don't know, almost a year ago now, and I hadn't really gotten a lot of chance to play with it, but I was playing with it a ton in this project, used it every day. My sister really loved it for her wedding day as well. She hasn't had her wedding day, but we were practicing her wedding day makeup. So this is really cool. It's a great product. And again, just really getting to discover my feelings about it. Then I have the Cargo Blush in Los Cabos. This blush is so pigmented, y'all. Hold on. It's a beautiful, like, orange. This was for Pumpkin King. It's so pigmented. Look at that. So pigmented. Which isn't a bad thing, but it also makes it kind of hard to use. I've definitely realized that while I like a pigmented blush, I'd rather have one that you have to build up a little more. So I only used this a few times. This one was rotated in relatively late in this project pan, so there's not really a dip in it, but I got some use out of it. These tins are also kind of hard to take off. I mean, it's cute packaging, but it's kind of hard. We have the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Fix. This was for Oogie Boogie. This sprayer isn't the best. I'm so close to the end, if you can see, like I'm right there. So this one will probably be gone relatively soon. I don't have another setting spray in a project, so I might still use this and see if I can finish it up. It's a nice setting spray, but it's not the best, and I would not purchase it again. But again, just happy that I got a lot of use out of it. This one will probably be gone like in a week if I kept going with this project. And the last item What was this for? I don't even remember. I didn't bring out my computer to look at stuff because I figured I remembered it all. But this one I don't remember what it was for. I'm sorry, that's really annoying. This was for Oogie Boogie. I don't remember. It'll be listed down below. I have like then the item, the category I guess. It's the Nicole by OPI Gumdrops collection in A-Nise treat. It's on my nails today. It is a textured polish, which I like. I know a lot of people are anti-textured polish. I like them. And it's a really pretty shade. I got a little bit of use out of it, not a ton. It's very spooky and great for Halloween, so I'm excited to have that. And yeah, that is my 13 night Halloween. I used up or hit goal on 13 items in just over 3 months. I'm really, really excited about that. This has been the third project pan I've been able to finish early. So I finished my 17 and 17 early, my Superhero Summer early, and this one early. So that's really exciting. It really makes me feel good about project panning and really getting some use out of my makeup. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, if you have any questions, requests, suggestions, comments, go ahead and leave them down below. Speaking with y'all is one of my absolute favorite things about YouTube, so please don't hesitate to comment whatever you would like, especially if there's a video you want to see, because I love making videos. I'm really inspired by YouTube right now. I have like a list longer than my arm of videos I want to make, but I always want to make videos you want to see, so go ahead and let me know if there's anything like that. And yeah, I'll just see y'all real soon. Bye.